Good morning, everyone. It is 4 a.m. Why are you up so early, I hear you ask? Well, that is because I am on my way to my holiday. I'm about to fly to Gatwick Airport to go to Disneyland Paris for 4 days. How exciting is that? So come along for the ride. I'm staying. What are the facts and figures you need to know about this trip? Well, today is Sunday. It's 4 a.m. and I'm staying through till Wednesday, 8 p.m. So I've got 4 whole days there, which is going to be awesome. I'm staying at Hotel New York. If you watch my Christmas vlogs linked above, I stayed there then. But because it was such a fleeting visit, I didn't really get to fully experience the hotel. And because park hours are going to be shorter this time around, I'll get to see the amenities, the pool, things like that. So that'll be really great. And yeah, so stay tuned. Today I'm off to Inventions Brunch. And I believe my secret sources tell me that it's going to be Winnie the Pooh, Rabbit, Eeyore, Piglet. Oh, it's going to be so good. So yeah, stay tuned and come along for the ride. So I hope you enjoy this trip as much as I do. Oh my word, that was stressful. So landed, everything was absolutely fine, got the plane fine, everything was fine. I'm the only person on this bus. Yeah, everything was fine, and then I get to Charles de Gaulle Airport and there's like 3 terminals and they're all separated and they're quite far apart. So I thought I'd made it to the right terminal. I hadn't. There was me waiting for the Magical Express shuttle thing and I was just like, this doesn't seem right. So I began moving around. Anyway, long story short, you have to get a train, and then I was worried because I didn't have a ticket for this train, but all was fine. Anyway, made it onto this blooming magical shuttle. I believe it's about a 45-minute journey, and like literally I have a whole coach to myself. This is crazy. So yeah, I'm going to be joining Joe and Vicky, and as I said, we've got Inventions Brunch at 1:30 and the time currently is 20 past 11, so I should get there with a bit of spare time. We are staying, as I said, in Hotel New York. Joe and Vicky tried to check in, but we don't have access to the room until 3, so I'll need to drop my luggage off, and then do you know what I'll do? I'll probably text Joe and Vicky, see where they are, and head into the park. Weather isn't too cold actually. I've been wearing this, no gloves, no scarf, no hat. I have been running frantically around though. That might be why I'm not cold, but I really am not cold. It's actually colder on the bus than it is outside. It's a bit chilly, so I might be putting my coat on in a minute. But yeah, I think my ideal way to travel is the Eurostar. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, because you can literally just get on the train at Ashford or London, and then you get off the train and you're in Disney, you know? This is a bit stressful. And being on my own and speaking very limited French. Oh, that was the other thing. Tried to make small talk with this French guy. Don't do it. It's the most awkward thing in my life because I can't speak French. I can speak petit français. Nothing more than that. So yeah, you can see behind me it's like still a bit snowy. So yeah, there should be some nice snowy pics as well to come, so that'll be fun. But yeah, I just want to get there. Once I get there, I'll be fine. It's just a bit stressful, the journey. The bus driver's on the phone, and I keep thinking he's talking to me. He's not. This is the most awkward bus ride of my life. Like, being the only person on here is not fun. Also, forgot to show you, look how cute my mum is. She got me this little lanyard holder thing for my annual pass. It's cute, isn't it? I can't remember where she got it, so sorry about that. It was just like, she saw it on Instagram, and it was just like, it says Happy Dream on the back. It took a very long time to come through though, so I don't think she'd fully recommend buying it, but came through for me in the end, so that's good. It's got like a little purse bit as well, which I've already managed to break. Oh well. Okay, Lorna, and breathe. I think that's probably the first and last time I ever get the magical shuttle. Basically, I went for it because it was slightly cheaper than getting the train. And it was advertised as being like a 45-minute journey. I was like, you know what, half an hour more, save a bit of money, why not? Anyway, what is not advertised is, as I said before, how flipping complicated it is to find the bus. And then when you do find it, it did all these stop-offs, and it sat for like half an hour at one of them, and I was looking at the timetable, it wasn't, oh, it was so frustrating. Anyway, reservation for Inventions is at 1. I've somehow made it on time, don't ask me how. Also, the other thing is, because it does all the stops at the hotels, I thought I'd be really clever because it stopped at Newport Bay first, and it takes a long time, so you've got to unload, reload, go in and out the hotel. I just thought, you know what, it's across the little pond lake thing, I'll just get off here and then walk. That would have gone well, but just life is against me today, and I went via Sequoia Lodge. Part of the path was all blocked off. Thankfully, I've stayed at Sequoia Lodge before, so I was able to like navigate my way through the hotel and find my way back to Hotel New York. Anyway, get to Hotel New York, finally drop my bags off, and now trekking it over to the Disneyland Hotel, the queen of all hotels, for Inventions Brunch. And it'll be really nice because Vicky and Joe will be there, and I can have a glass of champagne and just officially start this holiday and forget all the stresses. Merci beaucoup. Yes. Hello, Tigger. Merci.
Bon appetit.
Do you like them, Tigger? Do you like her ears?
Yeah, I said he said please.
Stress over, made it, champagne in hand, it's all good. We've met Tigger, we've sat down, we've got a really lovely table, we've got the bread. I always love it when you get bread. Oh, fun fact, we used to just put on the Where Disney. What was the fact, Joe? It was about
the Disney butter.
It's the Disney butter because Walt Disney, his family is this Disney, and then he Americanized his surname. I think it's something like that. Anyway, this butter comes from his heritage. Fun fact for you right there. So yeah, there's Tigger, there's Piglet, there's Rabbit, presume there's Pooh, and then there's Mickey and Minnie. Apparently Mickey and Minnie are in different outfits as well. Don't know what that is yet. I haven't officially seen the castle yet, so I'm going to save that for when I go into the park. Oh no, apparently it's right outside the window.
You can literally see it from where I'm sat.
Where I'm sat, I can't. If I sat here, I could see the castle. If I sit here, I can't see the castle.
Perfect spot, the castle, really, from here.
You look so dapper, Mickey. I love it. You could be one of the, what they call the Dapper Dans. The only downside I find with Inventions, because I love it in here, also I'm really enjoying this wallpaper behind me. The only downside I find with it is I get really stressed out about eating and missing out with the characters. So the girls have just gone up to the buffet to go and get more food, but I'm always panicking, when I'm getting food, are the characters going to come by? Or I'm going to have the biggest mouthful of food and then they're going to come along. Excellent. So starter was amazing. I just flipping love it. It's like a fish table, so I had smoked salmon, parma ham wrapped around mozzarella, prawn cocktail, prawns. It was really, really tasty, really good. Mains, I don't know what's going to come, so we'll enjoy. I see a rabbit. He's gone. There he is. There he is. There he is. I've never met Rabbit in my life. This is so exciting. The outfits are amazing. Mickey and Minnie were gorgeous. One thing I would say though is I've never had a good interaction with Mickey in Inventions. He's always quite rushed, but his outfit was really cute. It was like a little Dapper Dan outfit. Hello, Dale. Love your outfit. So snazzy.
It's a very good outfit. You've got a little strawberry on your hat.
Have you been up to mischief today, Dale? Have you been naughty or have you been good? Think about that. Bit naughty. Little bit naughty. Should we get a picture? Yeah? Aww. Can we get a little kissy photo? Would that be alright? There we go. Thank you. Oh, you're going all back. Sorry for embarrassing you. Bye. It's been so long. What have you been up to? Been busy. Oh, you've been out there. Have you been playing in the snow? You have. Throwing lots of snow.
Slipping.
Yeah. Oh, you're braver than me. So the main was distinctly beige. I'm not going to lie, it was probably the weakest of the 3 courses. There was things like salmon and stuff like that, but when I went up, it wasn't there. So what did I have? The little star hash browns. Oh, so good. I had some chicken nuggets, some fried fish. It was very beige, and I forgot to film it, so I do apologise for that. With pudding, the general rule of thumb was, if it's got chocolate in it, we're gonna have it. So as you can see, I had a, what do you call those things, a macaroon, brownie, some kind of chocolate cake, chocolate mousse. Tiramisu was the weakest out of the lot. Officially struggling. I've gone from feeling kind of peckish to pregnant baby full. Like, not that I've ever been pregnant or know how it is to be pregnant, but, you know, like proper food baby right here. Dale's coming by. Dale is so cute. We were just saying, never had a bad chipmunk interaction ever. Happy birthday, birthday. I love that tune. It's so good. Joe, Vicky, Kovac, so I better put the camera away. How you doing, Chip? Love your outfit. It's gorgeous, very dapper. Can we get a selfie? Thank you. Inventions was absolutely awesome, so good, so full, like thoroughly needing to walk off all that food. It was crazy, so good. Highlights, always the starter. I love that fish table, it's so tasty. That's always a highlight. And then my death by chocolate is what I'm going to call it. Death by chocolate pudding, oh my word, so good. We stayed in there for like 3 hours in the end, and that's the nice thing about Inventions. Yeah, it's pricey, it came to like 80 euros. We did have an extra bottle of wine though with that, but we were there for 3 hours. They do not rush you out. Like, that table is yours for the whole sitting if you want it. The reason we were there for so long was because Eeyore wasn't there, so we were waiting ages to see him. But we did get to see him in the end, as you saw, which was lovely. Anyway, the girls have just gone back to the hotel because we can now have access to the room. But as I've not actually gone into the park yet, and I'm only here for a short time, I was like, would you mind? So I'm gonna go explore the park. Probably just stay on Main Street actually, because the girls really aren't going to be long. It's grey. Apparently we're going to get rain in about an hour. Like, that is the sky that we're dealing with right now. But it's just great, isn't it, to be back? As I say, if you watch my vlogs, you know I'm obsessed with the constant soundtrack that plays under everything. Can't quite hear what it is. It was Hercules before I started filming, so won over immediately. Yeah, it's not even cold. Look, no gloves. So yeah, let's head over to Main Street.